Hi, and let's learn some Chinese. I'm Stephanie, and welcome to my channel. In this episode, we are going to take a look at another Chinese song which is currently trending. However, the reason behind it is less than glamorous. In fact, it was associated with racism, and I'm just appalled. So I took a look into it, and I've realized what is happening. That is why I wanted to create this video. Before we go on, I just wanted to put a disclaimer here. I created this video with the purpose of sharing some personal insights between the different languages and the differences in those languages, and to help, hopefully, some of you better understand the language themselves and to shed some lights into the current disputes. I am, however, do not take responsibility of the excerpts of my video. I do take responsibility of the entire video, so if you are going to share this, please share the entire video. Because, and this is very important, because it's a holistic demonstration. A lot of things that I said have context, and if you take that context away, it can look pretty bad, and that's not what I wanted to do here. So just a quick disclaimer, and let's get going. There are two Chinese words that sounds like the N word in English, which is 那个 and 那个. I know what you're thinking, they do sound very, very similar, but they only means that in Chinese. Now the tricky part about that song is that it kept repeating 那个 and basically created this rhythm that makes people feel like as if they are insinuating something, but they are really not. And it's not even particular for a singer to choose this word, because these two words are widely used in our daily conversation. I'll explain why. In English, for example, if you can't come up with something, and often in spoken English, you might say, well, you know, something like that. And in Chinese, however, we would say 那个, and you repeatedly say that. 那个你知道吗那个 so you just keep saying that. You see how bad that feels if you don't understand any Chinese? That can look like a disaster, okay? Like I caught you right-handed, racist. But no, we're just trying to say, you know, really, it just means that. So it's like we kept saying that, and we can't come up with that. Instead of saying that, we say 那个. So we say 那个你知道吗那个 and it can look pretty bad. So, again, context, okay? Please don't just share this part to any of your friends. That will be a disaster. Also, I would like to explain 那个. So in his song, he kept singing 那个. So 那个 and 那个, the pronunciation is slightly different. You will see more often 那个 in some way. Like for example, 那个人, 那个东西, that stuff. 那个房子, that house. 那个牛奶坏了. So that box of milk has gone bad. So it's just like that. Just imagine how many times you say that in English every day. And the good thing is we don't even use that to conjugate two sentences. Imagine if we use 那个 as a way to link those two sentences in a grammar way. That would be a disaster. Anyway, so 那个 is another version of 那个. It's just a roll of tongue, slightly easier for a lot of people. So 那个 gradually became 那个. So you say 那个 a lot. And in spoken Chinese, you will hear people say 你知道吗就那个东西. So it means, do you know it, that thing? So 那个 sometimes used to refer to the stuff that the two parties might have already acknowledged. They have already know what's going on, but they don't want to speak it out in the open. For example, for us girls, there are a couple of days every month you need to use a tampon. And sometimes you don't want to say that. If you forgot to bring something and if you wanted to borrow from one of your girlfriends, so you don't say, oh, do you have... So in Chinese, we would say, 你有那个吗? 你有那个吗? So, and then you kind of like squint at them. You give them a wink. And as girls, I mean, I can say that personally. I mean, I say that all the time. If I forgot that, I would ask them, 你有那个吗? And they would know what I'm referring to. And so, 那个 can be referred to any stuff, literally. It was built on the context. Even for us Chinese, you can't specifically say what that really is. It literally just means that. And also in English, for example, some people will say, oh, do you know that guy? Do you know that woman? She is a lot. She's too much. So you would say that woman or that man instead of calling out their names. So in Chinese, it's the same thing. Oh, 那个人. Oh, 你说的是那个呀. So you're talking about 那个. So you're talking about that. Oh gosh. We say that as well. And we say that with facial expression as well. And that can look pretty bad from an English-speaking world perspective. Because when you were saying, oh, 你说那个呀, 你说那个呀, and your face is not looking very friendly and sometimes appears to be in a disgust situation. But these are some of the common scenarios that I can come up. Last, I thought that it would be a good idea to take a look at the lyrics of this song very quickly. So personally, I think besides the upbeat, almost like a rapper style, that situation, other than that, the entire song is pretty okay, and it's actually an upbeat song and trying to express this positive attitude towards life. Let's take a look at it very quickly. So the first lyric is 怎么能哭呢一切会好哒 How can you cry? Everything will be fine. 一切都去吧你就得想着 I would translate it as let bygones be bygones, and it literally means everything will pass, and you just need to think about 既然没办法 since you can't do anything, 还恨他干嘛 Why still hating him? 还管他干嘛 Why are you holding the grudge? 心里要记得 Now you need to bear in mind 你是 So the list goes on. And then 阳光彩虹小白马 So it basically means that you are that sunny rainbow white pony. Now it's trying to create this positive vibe. And then of course there goes the upbeat rapper style. And then they say 你是最强的最棒的 You are the strongest, you are the best 最亮的 the shinest 最发光的 the brightest 拦不住你发芽 Can't stop you from blooming 你是最好的 You're the best 最俏的 the prettiest 最妙的 the most marvelous and 最骄傲的 the proudest尽情的盛开吧 Please just booming. And then they just kept the rhythm going and basically just repeat it. And then at last they said 生活是笑话别哭着听它 Life is a joke, don't crying and listen to it 别在意梗垮不乐是你傻 Don't mind those bad jokes. If you are not laughing about it, you are being silly. 心要你哄它一切会好的 You need to take care of your heart and everything will be fine. And yeah, so that's basically what that song is about. The rest of the lyric is just a repeating. So personally, I don't see anything weird about this song except that similar pronunciation part. And hopefully you will understand it a little bit more. And of course, personally, I wouldn't recommend anyone to sing this in front of the black people, particularly when you are aware that this Chinese pronunciation has a similar pronunciation of the N-word in English. Then if you are doing that on purpose, that is you being disrespect. But if you don't know about this and you are just trying to cheer someone up, then I would suggest both parties have a nice conversation, and it could probably turn out to be just a big misunderstanding. Once again, if you think this video could help those people, please share. And if you have some nice suggestion, comment down below as well. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.